Hello and welcome to episode 136, and for this video I've been joined by my mate Wayne again.
Morning.
It's been quite a while since we fished together, wasn't it? Here at Coking Farm where we are.
Yeah.
What was it, about 14 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we was on Oak Lake where I had a bit of a blinding session and
I had a blanket session.
yeah, we did want to be on Oak again this weekend, but when Wayne phoned up and booked it, unfortunately Oak Lake someone's booked the whole lake, so we had to make do with one of the other lakes. So we're on Woodland Lake. Only the second time ever I've fished it, and first time for you. But we've only just really got set up. We've probably been here a couple of hours now, and the rods have only just really got out now, haven't they?
Yeah.
So we're in pegs 2 and 3 on Woodland Lake. If any of you know the lake, Wayne's in 2, I'm in 3, just that way. So we've got some nice social pegs. But anyway, don't want to waffle on because I've still got me bivvy to get up, and hopefully some fish will come soon.
For me?
Yeah. So something can't be happens.
Let's
go fishing. Want to be a bit closer than that, really. Alright guys, all 3 rods just recast. Been a bit of a slow day today, sort of, really, fishing wise. I don't mean the actual fishing itself, I mean sort of getting organised, actually getting fishing, that kind of thing. So that's only my second recast, or the second cast I've done on the rods since being here, because we didn't get here to sort of almost lunchtime. It was sort of gone 1ish, maybe nearly 2ish by the time I actually got the rods out. And then once I was fishing, got the bivvy up, had a bit of a kip for I think about an hour or so, I think, because I was a bit tired. So me and Wayne have just been up to the food van up near the shop here. Just had some lovely food. Hunter's chicken, which is chicken wrapped in bacon, cooked in a barbecue sauce, cheese on top, and chips. So that was nice. So that was the first cast now after sort of going to get some food. For those of you that are eagle-eyed enough, you might have noticed that there were 3 different rigs on them rods when I was doing my recasts. The right hand rod that's fishing over to the island to my right is fishing a IQD rig. The middle rod's just fishing a solid PVA bag, and then the left hand rod I'm fishing for catfish. That's got a big old 20mm pellet on, tipped with an 18mm pop-up, running rig, long 1 foot hook length. So hopefully that's going to pick up a cat or 2. Fishing the IQD rig on the right hand rod because a little over a year ago when I was here last with Wayne, done really well on the IQD rigs on Oak Lake. And then the middle rod's only fishing open water, so just a solid PVA bag for that one would do, because then it's just making its own little baited patch. Right, I'm going to flick some pellets out to bait me spots. Probably just on the 2 outside rods, because the middle rod's on a PVA bag, so it's already on bait. And then settle down and hopefully start getting on the fish. Right then guys, Wayne's just having to do a... Oh, nice cast. I bet you couldn't get it that tight again. Yeah, so Wayne's just having to do a recast. We've just had a bit of a unfortunate situation. Wayne just had to run down to his car to go and get something out of the car for the night, and then while he was down at the car, left hand rod had a couple of bleeps, so I jumped up and then it went racing off. Picked the rod up for him, and then unfortunately something went on the main line, didn't it, mate? So,
Yeah.
so the so the line snapped and one lost fish, unfortunately. And then Wayne come back from the car to find me holding a rigless rod. Ugh. Try saying that when you're drunk. A rigless rod. But yeah, so Wayne's just had to rig up again. And that was a nice cast, that one. That landed sweet, didn't it?
That was alright, that one, wasn't it?
But,
I think I deserve a fish for that one.
yeah. Well, the one good thing I suppose is that Wayne on that rod is fishing a helicopter rig, an IQD helicopter style, so the fish will only be wearing a short hook length, about that long, for a short time, I'm sure, because it's barbless, isn't it? So yeah. I'm sure it will soon drop that.
In a minute. Looking for it.
Yeah. So between us, we've just had our first opportunity at a fish, and and the bloke across the way, from me's in. So yeah. So first opportunity is just gone, unfortunately. Looked like a bit of line damage, didn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, it happens, but hopefully the next take will be a bit more successful. Alright guys, 5:30 in the morning, and the first fish is finally on the bank. It's a bit of a monster, mind.
If you contact the owners at Lake Record, they should be here in a minute. Pump my mustard.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, she's a beast.
£7 1 ounce. £7 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Might not be the biggest fish in the lake, but I think it must have the biggest mouth. Look at that big donkey choker, doesn't it, on the right hand rod. That's a 21mm pellet. Nice little scrap anyway.
Oh, it's a start. They can only get bigger.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Alright, well at least you're not blanking anyway.
No. One to me, cause my thumbnail. Lovely job. Go get your brother.
Right then guys, as you'd seen, I'm not long just done me recasts for the morning. I'll just quickly run to the car to pick that up at my car, and then the guy from the next swim to my left come running down saying, "Oh, you got a fish on, mate." I got back to me swim. Wayne had picked up my right hand rod for me, the one you saw me recast just now, and he'd picked up into this fish for me, so I managed to finish off the fight and land it. It's a nice little 11 £8. So finally off the mark. Second time I've ever fished this lake, second fish caught. So at the moment this lake is a fish I've never blanked on. So but anyway, don't want to keep her out the water too long. It's absolutely blazing hot today, so we'll get her back straight away.
Yeah, well done, Chris.
And guys, just having a little bit of a small change of tactic. Well, not really a change of tactic, more a change of area. Just been having a bit of a chuck around with me deeper sonar, and chucking it right up tight to the island. And even though I've had one fish off the island, right tight to the island, the sonar was actually showing the fish was about a rod length back from the island, at the bottom of the drop off in the island, at the bottom of the drop off in the deeper water, which is about a rod length back. So I've just wound in my rod to and clipped it up at 6 rod lengths, which is obviously a rod length back from the island, so I was fishing at 7 rod lengths to the island. A lot of the fish were showing as well with in the off the bottom, sort of 1.5 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot off the bottom. So Wayne, if you can see him in the he's changing tactics. He's putting a zig on. How deep you going?
About 3 foot, I think, to start with.
About 3 foot, if you didn't hear that. So I'm not changing tactics, just changing spots. And Wayne is having a change of tactics. So yeah, it's weird how I've had a fish off tight to the island, yet the sonar was showing no fish there at all. So as soon as they come back a rod length, there were absolutely loads of fish, weren't there, Wayne? So, right, so that's the only real update. Hopefully there'll be some more fish to show you soon, thanks to the deeper. If you're wondering why I've got a towel round my neck, it's because yesterday while sitting up I got sunburnt on the back of my neck, and my neck is absolutely red raw and sore as anything, so just keeping a towel around my neck to keep the sun off. Right, anyway, let's get this rod back out. Yeah. Leaving a bit of a flat spot. Wayne, you got anything on them pellets?
Yeah, I've soaked it in hot fish oil. It stinks, and it is hot when you beat it.
Right then guys, we're just in a swim, 2 swims to my left. Wayne had a bit of a walk down just to see what it was about. Saw a few fish in this area on the surface, because this is like the shallow end of the lake to our left. And there's been nothing on the surface up in front of us, despite how hot it is. Yeah, there are a few fish, not quite on the surface, but near the surface. We can just about make out their shadows in this swim, peg 5. So I've just quickly ran to the car, gone and picked up about half a bag of dog mixers that I brought with me just in case. And I haven't got a rod or anything, no tackle with me, just come down literally with just the mixers and my catapult. Just to chuck a few mixers in, just see if they'll take them. And then if they do start taking them, I go and grab my floater rod and have a little go on the old floater fishing in this swim. Yeah, did he take a float or did he just come up to the surface? I'm not sure. A few more and just gonna have a look here for a little while, just see what happens, see if it's worth going and getting a floater rod out. Still absolutely really baking hot. Right, we're going to carry on watching this for a little while just to see what happens. If any of these fish start taking these mixers, then the next scene you'll either see me back here with a float rod, or if they don't take the mixers, you'll see us later on in the blog doing something else. Right then guys. The fish, some of them did take some of these mixers, so we've just gone back to our swims and brought our floater rods down. We've wound in our other rods, of course. So I'm just going to flick out a few more mixers to get them feeding again. We've both bought our floater rod down each, but what we're going to do is take turns. One of us will go first. If we catch or miss one, then the other one's going to have a go. It's a bit of a tight swim really to have two floater rods out in. Probably about 20 minutes has passed since I was talking to you before, saying that if they get feeding we're going to get our floater rods out. So I had to re-rig my floater fishing rod because it was not ready. Flick a few more mixers out, try and get them feeding again. As soon as there's signs of them feeding, then one of us will chuck our floater out and have a go for them. I think I dropped as many floaters on the floor at the time as I did out in the water. fish are still here. Just need to get them feeding again before we chuck a mixer out. We'll float a fishing bait. Shadow of the aeroplane just come over us. Yes.
2 or 3 coming this way.
Chuck another pouch of mixers out so that these mixers will be in front of the fish by the time they arrive here. Yeah. Those mixers will be right in front of their face by the time they get. Oh, there's some more coming from the left as well. So,
Could be a little party going on here.
okay, dark shadows from the left and dark shadows from the right. So they're on the. Yeah, I reckon. Do you want to have first crack at them on the floaters, or?
Have a go. Show me how it's done.
Oh, I'll show you how to cock it up. Still got a load of bloody willow herb fluff on the line from last time I was using it. I reckon that was about in the right place. So there's just a little bit of drift on the water as well from the wind. Whoa, he took that. I'm not sure if that was in shot, guys, but right, I really need to watch. There's a fish under it straight away.
Rush past your bait.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Coming.
Well, I can't look at the camera, guys, because there are fish under my bait straight away. And the fish has just took a mixer just off to the left. Come on. Come on. Oh yes, yes. Oh, it's black wasn't that one? No, my phone's ringing. Can I call you back in a little while, Lee, because I'm just doing a bit of stalking, floater fishing. Alright, right, see ya. Ciao. Yeah, cheers Lee for calling while I'm buddy stalking the floaters.
At least he knows you're not lying.
Yeah,
You didn't want to talk to him really.
Right guys, the battery on my camcorder is down to 1 bar, so we'll leave it there unless we get any action. Otherwise I won't have any battery to show you if we do catch anything. So hopefully we can be back with you soon. We're going to carry this on for a little while, and then yeah, there's fish there, so hopefully we can get back to you with a floater caught fish soon. Unfortunately, this floater fishing has defeated us, as this dark shadow of the trees behind us has been going across the lake. The signs of feeding fish have been getting less and less, and we've been sort of feeding in the sort of in the sunshine of the water where the fish are feeding, and now the shadow of the trees has gone right across this channel now. There's all the fish have virtually disappeared. There's a few little alcoves right at the very back, if you can make them out, where the fish are still feeding, but we can't get the rigs in there because of the overhanging trees. So I think we've been giving it a good crack now for a couple of hours, haven't we?
Yeah,
So,
fun, isn't it?
but the fish just seem to know which ones are hook baits and been avoiding it like the plague, eating all the mixers around the hook bait and just leaving the hook baits alone. But oh well, we'll give it a good crack, haven't we? We're going to get back to our main swims now and get the main rods back out and get back onto our proper tactics. Oh well, it was worth a try.
Yeah, definitely.
Barbecue time. With a meat courtesy of Wayne, whose dad works in a butcher's. Currently cooking some nice kebabs, some shish kebabs. Look really nice, don't they?
Yeah, smell lovely.
Whatever sauce they've been marinated in, absolutely smells gorgeous. Yeah, rods are back out now on the main spots. But we're fishing again. I don't even know what the time is, do you? But
8 o'clock, smack on.
8 o'clock, oh. So you wouldn't think it, would you? Still
No.
absolutely roasting hot. Even hot sat by this barbecue. We've got a good selection of meat. We've got some burgers, sausages, steaks, all courtesy of Wayne's dad. These kebabs look lush, like.
They do, don't they?
So, yeah, anyway, so don't want to waffle on too much, guys, over a barbecue, but hopefully there'll be some carpy action in the night. Oh god, that is so hot. Oh, lost a bit of pepper.
Stick your fingers in and get it.
No. So yeah, so unless anything happens in the night then, guys, we'll I'll leave it here. Hopefully you'll see some nighttime footage.
Over here.
Like I said, it's been a bit slow, hasn't it? But
Yeah.
I think that's more down to this absolutely scorching weather we've had this weekend.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, yeah, we'll leave it there. So we're going to enjoy our barbecue, and then hopefully get back to you in the night with some fishy footage. Morning.
Morning. Doesn't feel particularly big.
No,
There's a fish.
the fish must have just woke up because there's a guy over there who's just had a run and playing a fish at the same time. I heard his alarm go, then I heard your alarm go. Literally like...
Yeah. Could even be the same fish from yesterday morning.
Yeah, no little pasty, but it's a fish. Oh no!
Bastard. Beep.
Oh no! Disaster!
I'm just glad it wasn't. What's her name?
Rosie.
And that was the end of that. I say it's getting my stuff messy, doesn't it?
The fish have woken up this morning.
Yeah, haven't they?
Not a monster. Oh, so another lead dumper though.
Oh, is it? At least you got yours in the net.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right then guys, yeah, about an hour or so has passed since Wayne unfortunately lost his fish right at the net. But seems like the fish have woken up because I've just landed one myself. Right hand rod again, that I had my same fish on yesterday morning. Still the IQD rig. Still a West Country Baits Cream Complex wafter, white 12 miller. But this time the fish is a bit heavier, 14 pound too. So could be the last fish of the session, who knows, unless they wake up a bit more. Because I think we've only got about 5 hours fishing left before it's time to go. But it's got another one on the blog.
Yeah.
So, someone lands them.
Yeah. It's all about getting them in the net, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit better than yesterday's one. Oh. Oh, it looks like he's already ready to go. Oh, and there's a warm southwesterly blowing this morning. Guys, well, we're coming to the end of the session now. The rods are still out, but that's about the only kit that is still out now. Everything else is packed away. I mean, we're meant to be off in about half an hour. Got no watch, but time to look at the time. Yeah. So yeah, we've only got about half hours of official fishing left. Although it's not been a blank, it's not been a very productive session, has it? No. I was expecting to catch more fish than we had, to be honest with you. And the ones we have caught haven't been that big either, have they?
No.
But I mean, you got to take what comes along, yeah. I suppose. But perhaps I'm just being too fussy. But
fussy bugger.
But and at least it wasn't a blank, eh? You
No.
caught one more than when we fished together last time.
Did,
so
yeah. Only getting better.
yeah. So Anyway guys, we're going to leave it there because I think we're going to start packing up the rest of the kit now, because I think some weather is meant to be coming in, so that's going to get packed up I think. So thanks for watching this episode. If you're not already a subscriber, just click the little subscribe button, and so you can follow all the rest of my videos that come on after this one. But been good fishing with you again, mate.
And you, Chris.
Try not to leave it 14 months for next
no,
time.
That's it, yeah.
Right, till next time guys, tight lines.
Bye bye.